Hi, good morning. My name is Father Rayappa. Today I'm going to talk about Babel items. Babel items. What is Babel? It is it's a word used in Bible, Book of Genesis, chapter 11. It is associated with a tower, big construction, like twin towers. So the Babel tower is a single tower. It is not a twin tower and a single tower. And God did not approve of it, and He didn't like it. And the twin towers in America also probably that is the notion we get. People also they don't like it. When God doesn't like, we don't like. So God sets an example. And the Tower of Babel was a vision of humanity. They want to be free from God's rule, and they want to set their own destiny. They rejected God, in other words. God, we don't want you. We have got our own way of living. You gave us freedom, no? You gave us will. Then why do you come and interrupt again and again? So that is the question probably the people of Babel were asking. God prescribed only three things for humans and also for the rest of life. Just observe the life around us. What they do only three things: eating, reproducing, adaptation. That is the definition of life. Consumption, reproduction, adaptation. So these are the three things they do. So God prescribed the same three functions to all life on earth. The biblical story, in the Garden of Eden, we learn that God is telling them, this is what you are going to do. Pick up everything and eat it and enjoy it. So actually, God loved us so much that He wants us to have a very good time. No suffering, no death, no hard work. See, He made us so beautifully, and only we decided, no, we don't want that. We want to suffer. We want to be depressed. We want to be discouraged. This is all human choices. God did not impose any suffering on us, any discouragement, any depression. No. God always wanted us to be happy, joyful, content. See, God loves us so much more. Yeah, He loves us so. John chapter 3:16 states that God so loved the world that He sent His only Son so that all may have life. Isn't it? So I think God always wanted us to live in happiness and contentment, live in joy. But we rejected that. No, God, you don't know anything and we know everything. So they went and they tried their luck. Genesis chapter 11 talks about the building of the Tower of Babel. So Babel, I call it a Babel item, which means all this science and technology, they're all Babel items. And cell phone, television, cars, planes, trains, toys, everything, I call them Babel items. So that is the progress of science and technology. Any progress, any technology, even iPods or iPads, tape recorders, all of them are Babel items. So God says, no, don't build it. Just come back to those three functions which give you unlimited happiness. Eat, reproduce, adopt. He is again nudging them away from the distraction of building the Tower of Babel. So he worried about our human species. No, they are going to get into trouble. They are going to be really getting hurt. So it is my job to nudge them away from this dysfunction and then bring them to function, namely eating, reproducing, adopting. Again he is reminding them, my dear children, you don't have to build houses, you don't have to put paved roads and parking lots. You don't have to build churches to worship me. You don't have to go to school and study. You don't have to go for work and earn money. And you don't have to get rich at all. You are already rich by these three. By consuming, by reproducing, by adopting. Again he is telling, come back to functions. These are the prescribed functions by God to all life on earth. But we told, close the functions and started the dysfunctions. Humanity is about dysfunctionality. That is the word. Homo sapiens is all about dysfunction. See, all life, take a look, birds, animals, everything on earth, they wake up joyfully. The whole day they go on forage for food. They sing songs and they groom. Look at the monkeys, half an hour they forage and 1 hour they groom. So they repeat in 5 episodes. 5 times they eat. That means 2 hours and 30 minutes they eat. And the rest of the 5 hours they forage. They groom. You know grooming? Monkeys, they sit and they touch each other and they look for parasites, viruses, they look for insects and they clean them out. So that is the way they tell I love you, because they don't have language. They have to show it in action. Many anthropologists think that after the invention of language, we stopped grooming. Now we are lying because language can manipulate. Even if I don't love you, I can simply say I love you because language is available. In primate societies, they don't have language, they can't lie. They have to prove that they love each other. So they have to look for bugs and they have to groom. If you don't groom, you will be a fugitive, you will be an exile, they will throw you out. Only by grooming you become a member of that community. So that's why monkeys, when you look at them, they limit their population by 20, 25 in India. The rhesus monkeys, the species called macaque or rhesus, that is our monkey, common monkey in Tamil Nadu. If you observe them, they always have 20 or 25 maximum. They live in a pack, in a strict family. So they don't allow other monkeys to come and join them, because once they allow other monkeys, grooming becomes difficult in one day. You can't groom everybody. So they always chase them and limit their community. So, but anyway, the consumption and reproduction and adaptation, these are the basic things what they do, the natural world. Only human being, he gets up in the morning, he watches television, sometimes they don't even eat proper food, and look at the cell phone every morning, and then you touch it and you browse it, you scroll and scroll and scroll, and then you don't do it even for 10-15 minutes, you are already bored, and then you run to computer and then you do this. First you do this and then you do now this typing, and you won't, that activity won't last for another 1 hour, no, 15 minutes. Our life is so fragmented. Completely we forgot to eat good food. And even we forgot to have a sex life. And people, they don't make love anymore. They make love to computer. They make love to cell phones. They make love to probably to televisions. There is no human love. And the language replaced again computer technology. There is no language either. We abandoned grooming and we abandoned even language now, and now we are sitting and just looking at each other, not each other, the electronics. So the electronics replace the language. So Tower of Babel, God doesn't want it, that scientific progress and so on, even though they are good, but mostly they have very, very drastic repercussions, very bad effects, very bad consequences. So God doesn't want them. For example, last year, we know the Malaysian Airlines carrying 300 or 200 and something people on board disappeared. Even today, we don't know what happened to that Malaysian Airlines. With all the technology and science, with the Tower of Babel, when you think Babel item I call, we boast about our science and technology. We think we are the smartest species on earth, but unfortunately, sad. We don't know where the flight is. This is our science. This is a failure of our science and technology. Now you blame God. God, why didn't you save the plane? You don't have eyes, you don't have ears, and you say that you take care of us, but you didn't do a good job, you didn't save at all. Probably God would tell you, my dear son and my dear daughter, did I ask you to build a plane? Did I ask you to build the Tower of Babel? I didn't. I just told 3 things. Eat, reproduce, adopt. So these are the simple things. So the Tower of Babel symbolizes in the Bible, chapter 11, simply tells us, stay away from dysfunctionality. All the lifestyle what we lead right now is a dysfunction. All that we do away from these 3 prescriptions, eating, reproducing and adopting, all of them are dysfunctions. So God, in every age and every epoch and every period and every time, He calls us back. Come on, abandon the project of building the Tower of Babel. Abandon Babel items and come back, find happiness in simple things. Simple things. Sometimes you don't even find happiness in a big iPad, but you find happiness in eating maybe peanuts and groundnuts. When you eat a groundnut, you get so much of dopamine in your body. You feel so happy. The same thing, even your iPad, it doesn't give you. So think about all this simple item. When you have sex, I don't think anything on earth can substitute that feeling, no? This is ultimate. So I think God has given the 3 beautiful. We always reject them, but we go after the other cheaper stuff. So this is the most important thing, my dear brothers and sisters. Read the Bible and read your scriptures, any scriptures, whatever you want, and then come to the enlightenment of understanding these 3 prescriptions, eating, reproducing, and adaptation. You better check the definition of life and then you come back. Our early societies, they lived, even today tribal people live by only these three. They don't build towers, they don't build churches, they don't go to work, and every human being in the tribal societies, they do only three things. So I think it is the enlightenment, and you come back to enlightenment and find the truth in it. All the things what humans do is untruth. This is the truth because these three are prescribed by God Himself. And thank you and God bless. Goodbye.